Good morning, all you nacho hippogriff wildebeest seekers. It is your friendly neighborhood Queekalo Z Kenny coming at you from uh, Arizona. It's still early in the morning. Still has that crisp chill in the air, which is nice. Um, just had breakfast, some Cheerios. They're great for preventing heart disease, and they're magically nutritious. Um, I'm still a little bit tired, but it seemed like the best time to do this recording, as I'm not entirely sure what's going on today. I don't know when I'm going to be having or making time to do it. So, yesterday, nothing went as planned. Nothing. Not because anything got in the way. It's not like a marching band went through the street and just distracted me all day. Really, I kind of got done in the morning, did the video, posted it, and after doing that and kind of settling in, I I kind of realized that the last few days I'd been pushing myself really hard and was kind of worn out, kind of tuckered out, needed some R&R. So I didn't lift all day yesterday. I didn't lift at all yesterday. Um, I I did something else that was exhaustive, and it was more of a mental exhaustion or an emotional exhaustion. But um, so I've been going through and rewatching the show Dexter. I really like the show Dexter. Um, the way that the story is told, the narration, I think is really well done. Um, and there are a couple actors on it that I just really like. Um, Dexter, I think his name's John Hall. Uh, Angel Batista. He's been great. He's been in like Expendables as the general. I know I've seen him in a couple of other things, but I wish I saw him in more things. I think he's a tremendous actor. I want to say his name is David Troyas. Anyway, sorry if I get your name wrong. It's not intended to be offensive. Um, I really think that he's a tremendous actor. Um, anyway, I'm getting through season two, and really of all 8 seasons, seasons 2 and 3 are kind of my least favorite. One is great, and I think 4 is amazing, with John Lithgow, but 2 and 3 just seem to be the most exhaustive. Almost like the storytellers were trying to force the understanding that Dexter is meant to be alone. He is never supposed to have anyone he can truly and accurately rely on. Even in season 7 and 8, when he meets the therapist who tells him that she's the one who helped make him and others like him. um, uh, you find out that kind of from relying on her and trusting her, it is too much, and that's probably, if you go back far enough, you might be able to trace that back to how things started going so bad and wrong to begin with. Um, yeah, and yeah, season 2 is just super exhausting. It's hard to get through, but there are certain little points in story that are hard to understand or appreciate later in the series if you don't experience them in those 2 seasons. So I'm kind of pushing my way through those to get to some of the better better seasons. I'm probably going to watch Community again. Just such a funny show, and its ludicrousness. Um, but I definitely identify with the Troy and Abed characters. Um, yeah, with a couple of friendships that I have, where I've let people really get to know me, and it's just um, I'm not really shy around them, and when we hang out and we really open up, it is just like it's almost like another voice in my head saying stuff to me because it's so on par with how I think. And it's really nice to have those kinds of connections. And I do feel bad for the Dexter character for not really having any of those. But yeah, Community is just wonderful. So today, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be posting this video. I might do another recording for software testing teachings. I did one of those yesterday. I might do another one today. For the one next, it's going to be a lot of preparation work. It's supposed to be on test case management. In order to show it off properly, I need to kind of write up a short suite of test cases for a product. I'll just find a website online and do it there. And then show examples of good and bad management and execution and things of that nature. Anyway, so I might do that later today, but I don't know what's going on for the rest of the day. I when I was going to bed last night, I was kind of dozing off, but at the same time, I had anxiety, which is a weird thing to feel like you're on the cusp of an anxiety attack while you're falling asleep. Led to some interesting dreams, very interesting dreams. Nothing that I would really call ominous or prophetic by nature, but essentially I was in a port side city, probably Miami because Dexter, and for some reason I was toting around all this extra crap with me. Like I had football pads and a big blanket, and I was trying to carry like 6 boxes of to-go food instead of putting them in plastic bags, and it just seemed like regardless of how much stuff I picked up, everything kind of fell out at the end and making it impossible. And then as soon as I got everything in a good spot and started leaving the facility that I was at, I just kind of knew that what was coming next was this impending doom disaster that was going to be like an earthquake that was going to level every building in the city. Every high rise, every 2-story building, every 1-story building would just become rubble. And because of how Florida is shaped, or at least the area that I was in, it was going to create like tidal waves and just wash everything away. Basically wipe the slate clean of human existence in that area. And kind of getting this premonition in the dream, I like dropped everything that I spent hours trying to get balanced and in my arms, and then started running, looking for ways to escape or avoid the catastrophe that was coming. And it doesn't matter who I told, it just seemed dumb, like it wasn't going to happen. And then right before the dream ended and I woke up, the ground started shaking, indicating that it was about to happen. And then I woke up not able to see if I was going to survive or not. So it was a bunch of dreams filled with I guess not a bunch of dreams, but the dream that I remember was just of helplessness, and that's kind of what you feel with an anxiety attack, is helplessness. Doesn't matter where you're at or what you're doing, it just feels awful. You could be in a completely open room or a completely open world like I'm right now and feel claustrophobic. You could be breathing just fine, but for some reason it feels like the air just isn't qualifying for the need that your body has. Almost like you're drowning in or suffocating in perfectly valid clean air. And so an anxiety attack is just horrible. The thing is that I don't have anxiety. I occasionally have anxiety attacks, but I don't have anxiety 99.99% of the time. Just like 3 or 4 times a year, my body just goes, "Hey, Kenny, guess what? Anxiety attack," and then it hits me. And so I start taking anxiety meds to prevent the attacks, even though I don't have the daily anxiety. The only way to prevent it is with the daily meds. So I'm treating 3+ anxiety attacks with daily meds, and usually I just take them one a day, even though they say 2 a day, because for some reason most of the anxiety occurs when I'm in a great deal of stress, and most of the stress I have in life typically comes from work, because that's what I'm dedicated to the most. So yeah, it was an interesting evening. I'm still kind of tired. I might fall asleep later today, but I'm I'm in a bit of a pensive state. I'm trying to remember all the elements from the dream last night. Maybe I should write it down. Maybe I shouldn't. It doesn't seem like it would make a very good story in and of itself. But yeah, so today the focus, the positive thought that I'm pushing forward is that there's always something that you can do, always something you can try, always something you can believe, always something that you can make work. There's a way today to be happy, to be content, to be sated, despite the limited resources, and I am going to focus all my efforts on realizing and finding that satiation point. I hope that you're all doing well. Hope you're all happy. I hope you all had wonderful, awesome, amazing dreams involving the crushes in your life. And I hope you're keeping your sanity in check, and that you're keeping yourself within the boundaries of suggested living right now. Try not to venture out too much. Just try to be happy and be content with where you are. Yeah, stay positive, my friends. Keep smiling. Love you lots. Thanks for watching. See you.